Well, hi everybody. It's Friday, time to shave. And, I always have to come up with what to shave with. And I try to make it, at least not too boring. Of course, I'm just using stuff that I already have today, except for one product that I just received in the mail. Now, I was going to do it's like the weatherman. We got the cold front coming and you got to do it backwards, into a green screen. This is not a green screen. This is going to be the show and tell for this week, but because I got this in the mail, I'll be doing that some other time. I won't tell you what it is, and unfortunately, it's probably not going to work, but I love it. Anyway, okay, so what we're going to do is, hi everybody, shave with a popular favorite here. People always seem to like to watch me shave with this 1918 Gillette. I think they call it a ball end because of that little ball shape on the bottom. It's a 3-piece razor. It's like one of the first safety razors they ever came out with, if not the very first kind that Gillette came out with. And they've never improved on it. Honestly, there's no lube strips, there's no heating elements. The heating element is the hot water. The lube strip is your shaving cream. Couldn't remember the name, shaving cream. So anyway, simplicity sometimes is the best. This is an old one. It's an old girl, an old boy. I love those headlights though. Nice headlights, like the 50s cars, with those, like a Cadillac, 59 Cadillac had those on the front. Va-va-voom. Okay, so let's go ahead and unscrew this. Now, the problem with these old razors is that they get loose. So we got the 3-piece, everything's straight on here, the 3-piece. It's all good and straight. Put that down. For this little piece though, is 3 pieces as well. And these old ones, they'll get cracks and they'll get loose and this little top piece can come off, see? You can hide your stash in there, man, in college. And I think the bottom comes off, but I'm not gonna mess with it because I haven't taken it off, but there is a little bit of a crack there. But anyway, this thing has been in use. This thing has been in use for 104 years. And we're gonna use it again today. And 1918, meet 1919. I'm going to use this is the Barbasol non-foaming, non-lathering that they have right now. It's fantastic stuff. I'm going to use it as a pre-shave. And then we're going to stick with the tubes. Got the tube, got shaving cream in a tube. Ingram. This was sent to me by a friend in the UK a long time ago. And you can pick this up at any chemist in the UK, anywhere you go. Ingram quality lather shave. And this one contains menthol. Yes. So go to your local Boots, right? That's what they have over there, right next to the Tesco. And when you're at the Tesco, pick me up a Scotch egg, would you? I think they're like 89p, something like that. Okay. So I took a shower and I didn't do my hair. I just kind of let it, there's no product in this hair because I feel like if it gets too heavy, if I put hairspray and mousse in it, my head is just going to be, tilting under the weight of it all because I need a haircut. Anyway, so I took a shower, didn't do my hair, and let's go ahead and put the blade into this thing. I'm going to use a Bic blade of all things, just because. Normally I use a feather, as you all well know. 3-piece razors always go together like this, pretty much always. But simplicity. Now with this one, when I tighten it, I do have to hold on to the little portion that pops off because if I do this, the handle just spins. Now, this does have a lot of blade overhang, so I can't really hold it very tight like that. So I'm going to squeeze it like this, top to bottom, which I don't like to do, but I'm going to do it just for you. You're welcome. All right, there we go. All tight and all ready to go for another shave. How many shaves do you think are in this? That would be fascinating to know. All right, so how do we lather up this tube shaving cream, First of all, let me put some water on my face while we discuss this pressing matter. Got a little note here and a little product for the aftershave I'll show you here in a second. So what you do is you get a brush. And this was also sent to me by a friend of the channel a long while back. It is a vintage brush handle. What does it say? Is that the Made Right Pure Badger 75 sterilized? So, and then you put a new knot in it. And it actually is badger hair, so it's not synthetic. I would have preferred synthetic, and you can always, if you have a vintage shaving brush like that, you can put just about whatever knot you want in it. The only thing that'll keep you is the size probably and your ability to give it to someone that'll do it for you. Because I don't know how to do it, but I know that it can be done. All right, so please don't ask me because I don't know. All right, I'm gonna put some more hot water down here because I just splashed it all out. Now with these kind of, with the badger blades, badger and blade form. With the badger brushes, you need to let them soak a little bit. With synthetic, you don't have to because they're not soaking up any of the water. They're just plastic. So like I said, I'm going to use the Barbasol 1919. This time as a pre-shave. This stuff smells fantastic, and I still want all my friends over there at Barbasol to make me some aftershave with this scent. Ooh, it is slick, man. And it is non-foaming. I mean, it is non-lathering. Man, that smells good. It's just like a real strong kind of masculine scent, you know? And it's not offensive in any way. It's not like, you know, when they try to go for like, you know, those teenage boy scents, some products like Axe body sprays, they just smell terrible. This is nothing like that. I can't quite describe what the smells are. It's just good. Next time you're in the store, just pop it open, give it a little sniff. Don't squeeze too hard. Don't want to mess it up for somebody else. All right, the second tube, the Ingram shaving cream in a tube. Do you hear that? Hit the faucet just perfectly. Lovely little ding. All right, now this is a metal tube, so you know when you accidentally squeeze it, as soon as you take the top off, it goes. That happened to me earlier, so I got rid of most of it, but here's some left. Okay, I think this brush has been sitting in here for long enough. I'm gonna take it and shake it. I don't know how much should be in there. It's just kind of like, go for it, see what happens. You know, that's what I do, fly by the seat of my pants. I'm like Maverick. I'm like the Top Gun of shaving. I'm not. All right, so here's what you do. Here's what I do. You could put this in a bowl, of course, lather up. Or you can just do this. I don't use bowls. I don't like them. I just kind of squirt some on top like a toothbrush. Not gonna do that. This is also a good, like, shaving scent. Just like a good, strong, old school, solid menthol. Where'd that cap go? Mentholated scent. All right, put the little top back on so I don't lose it. Now I'm gonna push that soap around just so I get it kind of a little less gloppy. And then I'm gonna face lather. Got the 1919 up. Time to put the Ingram. Yeah, so all my viewers over in the UK, head down to your local pharmacy. Do they still call it chemist? I know I asked this before. I can't remember. Please let me know, won't you, in the comments? This stuff is mentholated, but it's not crazy mentholated. It's like normal person mentholated, so that's good. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the scent of the Ingram. It does stand out a bit too much and lasts in the nostrils a little bit longer than it should. I think a good scent should hit you and then just be gone. You know, you just, a memory of it. Like a beautiful girl walks by and just catch a whiff of a perfume. You know, I think that's what a scent should be almost always. Because if it lingers and stays around too much, this kind of is doing that. It's nothing terrible. But I'm also not used to the scent, so it stands out more in my nose. And, oh, you want to talk about the aftershave? We'll talk about that when it's time to shave. All right. Or it's time to aftershave. So we got the pre-shave, we got the wet. I took a shower. I didn't do my hair, but it's standing up there. It's defying gravity somehow. And now we got the 1919 Gillette. Yep. There you go. All right, World War I. Just after. Actually, sorry, this is a 1918 Gillette, just at the end of World War I. Now this, I guarantee, if you saw this in your grandpa's medicine chest, medicine cabinet. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe your grandpa had a medicine chest. I don't know. But this would be the kind of razor you would see, maybe not this old, growing up in the 70s like I did. And I would see, my grandpa had a safety razor. I don't remember anything about it. I just remember being aware of it, you know, and staying away from it because it looked confusing. When I was a kid, I had a few fears about growing up. Shaving wasn't one of them, but I did see these kind of razors, especially the open comb type, freak me out every time. But they shouldn't. They shouldn't freak out. They look mean and aggressive, but they're not. Their bark is worse than their bite. The other big thing I always feared when I was a kid was doing taxes. How am I going to know how to do taxes? I'm lucky we have a lot of help these days online. And I still don't like doing taxes, but I do like my roads and my utilities, so. Any hoozle. If I'm not mistaken, these old Gillettes, while they're not built like tanks, they are a little more, you know, kind of finicky, and pieces do start to crack and lose their grip on one another. I think you can find them for fairly reasonable prices on online auction sites. Like, try out Etsy. Like normally I don't buy stuff off Etsy. I think I bought one thing off of there because it kind of confuses me sometimes. But eBay is the place to go if you have access to that. I'm gonna go real slow because I already have a little teeny nick right there, and this will nick you. This will put me in the NICU. That's the neonatal ICU. Sorry. It's summertime. What was I saying? The family is home. Summertime. Oh yeah, there's the nick developing a little bit more. Whenever the family's home in the summertime, I have to watch myself and I have to do editing because I hear people coming up the stairs and then I hear the door open. I'm like, oh gosh, the bathroom door is about to open, and there you go. Do a little editing. Okay, what was I saying? I have no idea. It doesn't matter. There's the first pass done. Smells, yeah, that Ingram. It's still lingering. It's a lingering scent. It's not bad. I'm just not used to it. Whereas the 1919 has those things that I like in a scent. It's there, you like it, and then it's gone. You know, it's like a whisper. Okay, still got plenty of shaving cream here. Gonna put a little bit more water in there, just, I don't know why. I never seem to put enough water when I use one of these kind of brushes. And to those of you who haven't used a brush like this before, it can be a little weird at first. When I first started using them, I didn't like them. It felt weird to me until I got used to it. And I know you can get used to almost anything. You can get used to getting, poked in the belly, with a stick, but so getting used to something doesn't necessarily make that something good, you know what I mean? But this is good in this case. Just give yourself some time to get used to it, because using brushes can be a real soothing kind of experience. And you've seen YouTube shavers take 15 minutes to lather. It seems like, get on with it. And I'm sure you're saying that to me right now. All right, second pass, across the grain, ear to nose, head to toes, eat at Joe's. So I have a question. Do I have any viewers that live in Hawaii? Because the family and I, the extended family and I, brothers and cousins and grandma and who knows what other entourage, we are traveling to Maui, the Kaanapali side of Maui, which is the western side. I believe they call it the leeward side. I know nothing. I've never been to Hawaii. I've never thought that I deserved a trip to Hawaii, but here we go. So if you're in the Maui Kaanapali area at the end of June, and you see me on the beach sipping a Mai Tai, don't be frightened. It's just me. I'm supposed to be there that day. I'm not escaping. I didn't fake my own death and fly off to Hawaii. And I haven't been pretending that I live in Texas this whole time, only to finally reveal that I am living in Hawaii as a weird old hermit pretending he has a family. God, wouldn't that be something? That'd be a heck of a ruse. Oh, the conspiracy theories begin. Oh, did you know that Sinatra Lennon faked his death and he lives in Hawaii now? Weird. Me and Woody Harrelson, Willie Nelson, and Tom Selleck, I guess. Does he still live there? I don't know. Oh, that was Magnum P.I. That was the TV show. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to Hawaii at the end of June. Crazy. I need to learn about all this stuff. I'll tell you what, I'm not looking forward to traveling the 10 hours or whatever it takes to get there. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's the only thing. That's the only barrier for me. I think the trip back will be worse because we're so at least you have something to look forward to, on a long trip when you're going on vacation. But coming back, you're like, oh man, I gotta go to work. Not that I'm complaining. Please don't take away that I'm complaining, because I'm not. All right, there's the second pass. This thing, simple, simplicity, simple, easy. Doesn't need 10 blades, doesn't need a vibrating feature, doesn't need self-heating features. You don't need to recharge the dang thing. I'll put a little bit more water. And a little more Ingram. James Ingram. Oh yeah. Baby making music. I'm not sure what James Ingram sings. What does he sing? Does he sing some soul music? Please let me know. Won't you? And see how it's getting thinner as I go? This is perfect. Third pass, it can be thin like that. Now here's the other thing I don't like about Badger brushes. They do shed. Now, synthetic do too, but not like Badger brushes. In fact, I'm gonna wash this out now while I'm thinking about it. I do love, even though the scent is a little strong for me because I'm not used to it, I do love the mentholated feeling of this Ingram. Beat the devil out of it. Set it out here in the sun to dry so it doesn't get all funky and weird. Like, you wouldn't want to put a wet Badger brush back in a drawer without it drying because it'd get all funky and moldy and probably the knot would fall apart, get down in the rot. Oh, let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about rotten knots. Okay? All right. That one little bugger right there, look at him. He's still and he's got matching set. Holy cow, how did I do that? Almost exactly symmetrical. All right. That's your art word for today with Commander Mark. Direction 1. Shave in direction 1, and then direction 7. Don't forget your foreshortening and your perspective. Did you ever watch Commander Mark and the Draw Squad? He's still out there, man. If you're aware of him or if you're not. I used to want to draw like him because he drew kind of the way I drew. These silly alien cartoony characters and these worlds and spaceships. And he's still out there. He's still an art educator. And he makes it really fun for kids. I used to love it. It was great. It was during the lockdown times. He was gonna be at a local, like a convention of some sort. I was like, oh, I gotta go see Commander Mark of the Draw Squad. But it just didn't happen, dang it. One of these days. Yeah, I'm feeling that nice menthol. It's just enough, because it is a hot day. It's hot. I wish I was down there in Australia with you right now. I just imagine there's an Australian watching. And then there are. I've got lots of friends down there in Australia that watch this channel, so I'm glad you're here. But it's getting to be wintertime down there, isn't it? Now that's another place I don't feel like I deserve to go. Australia. It's just too beautiful, and it's too far away. I'm not worthy. I don't feel like I'm worthy of Hawaii either. Is that weird? Do you know what I mean? Do you have that kind of feeling ever? I feel like I just haven't earned it. I'm not sure why. Okay, here we are. Ooh, cold, a little cold. And I do this whenever I have those little nicks, as you might have seen if you watch my videos, that kind of, try to punish myself. Oh. Now, speaking of, we weren't speaking of, but speaking of, before I put on my aftershave and talk about it, these show and tell things, I'm going to show and tell that sometime soon. I got another toy shaving kit, and several people that watched my last one with that toy shaving kit said they had that when they were a kid. So that's pretty cool. What's my hair doing these days? It's just, no. There we go. Oh gosh. All right. Oh wait, I need to check the problem areas. I don't want to give up yet. I was heading right for the aftershave. You hear that? Proof positive that I still have whiskers that I haven't gotten, no matter what angle I do. And I recently read an interesting comment from someone that said, when I first started doing safety razors, he wasn't like it wasn't clicking for whatever reason with him. And then he realized that he should map out how his hair grows on his face and neck. And now he says he gets perfect shaves. So it's super important. It really is. I mean, because if you're just, if the hair grows down and you're just going down, you'll cut some of them, but some of them will just get flattened down. But if you then go back up against that same one, you're going to get it. Almost cut my finger off doing that. Okay. I dropped my towel. Let's dry off, shall we? Yes. We shall. Now, you guys know how much I love my Captain's Choice. And they've been very kind to send me a bunch of stuff. They sent me this Captain's Choice 45th Parallel, the Italia one that smells like marzipan and almonds. And then, just the other day, I got this. We're pleased to have released our newest scent, Eucalyptus. Eucalyptus from Captain's Choice. It'll be released in the shaving soap and shave cream in the forthcoming months. Now, I know they're sending these out to some other YouTube shavers, so if you've seen this already, you can skip this part or hang around and see what I think about it. So, from their website, these are the smelling notes. Native to southeastern Australia. We were just talking about Australia. Didn't mean to do that. Eucalyptus is unique for its camphor-like and lemony notes, blended with just a dash of spearmint, which I love. Let me tell you about what I was doing in the car yesterday with this little bottle of aftershave. It was all on the up and up. A truly uplifting scent results that stimulate the senses and re-energizes the body. So there you go. And I've sent a lovely note, and it says, I hope all is well in your world, both personally and professionally. Here's wishing you good health and prosperity. Thanks, Captain. Thanks to everybody over there working on this. Captain's Choice Eucalyptus. Now, I got this, and I had it in the car because I brought the box, and I was going to the post office. And it smelled so good, I couldn't wait. I'd already shaved, I'd already put on aftershave. But this has a subtle hint of spearmint, which I love, minty anything. It's got that lemony kind of camphor. I'm not sure. I guess camphor is kind of a mentholated kind of smell, isn't it? Don't know. But this smells very good, very refreshing. It smells green. It smells slightly minty. And it's got a little bit of a, menthol kind of deal. So I was driving around reapplying this in my car as it would fade, the scent. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of that spearmint. Right at the end, you get that, it's like good spearmint gum, And it's alcohol based, so it does tingle a little bit when you put it on. It may burn you if you're not used to it. But man, my face feels so good. Gillette, go back to this. Well, yeah, I know what you're doing. We all do. And that's, I know there's no money in this for you anymore, but you done good out of the gate. At least King C. Gillette did. Right, King? I'd show you the King C. Gillette, but I've got my phone sitting on the case with the King C. Gillette in it. This is the original Gillette right here. 1918. Wow, 104 years this thing's been used. And that metal on top is worn. Look at that. Look at the dark spot. This thing has been shaved with. There's a lot of history in this sucker. I'm putting my own in it right now. All right. So that's it, folks. So thanks to everybody over at Captain's Choice. Good stuff, man. They don't make bad stuff. Captain's Choice makes good stuff. I do need to order some of that. Their soap, though, the cherry soap, the 45th Parallel. And that little nick is still there, but I guarantee he's going to go away as soon as I just keep doing this. Yeah. Okay. All right, everybody. Got to call it a day. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Stay tuned for more show and tell with this little thing coming up and some other little things in there. And who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? I don't know. I'm now cornering the market on whenever I see one of these in a grocery store, I just buy it. So I have like 10 of these now. I just buy one. I don't buy the whole lot. I leave it for everybody else. But if I see it, $1.82, I might have to send a few of these out. I have to send out stuff to everybody. I'm getting way behind and I feel terrible. So if you've been waiting on something for me for over a year, I apologize. I'm terrible. I need to hire somebody to do it for me. That won't charge me anything. All right, everybody. Have a great weekend. See y'all very soon. Bye.